and welcome to ASMR review, where somebody asked me to do. No, somebody didn't ask me. Somebody said in the Discord that they'd like a 1 hour ASMR podcast / video. So I figured I'll give it a shot. So the best way I think to do this would be to speak about two creators at once. So I will probably jump back and forth between talking about both. I'll just ramble on and see what we get. Now, Audacity's been giving me a little bit of trouble. So we'll see how this goes. So, as you might be able to tell from the title of this, I'll be talking about fast ASMR and Frivolous Fox, who has just reached 1 million subscribers. So that's exciting. Yeah, good for her. She deserves it. She really does. The amount of content that she uploads is insane. She will go from one day uploading to next day nothing, and then the next day another like half-hour, 40-minute video. This is something she really thoroughly enjoys doing and makes time to do. I am probably going to get my personal ratings out early so I can just talk and not worry about it. And especially if somebody is using this to fall asleep or just relax, they know how I feel early on. And I think I might do that from now on. If people want just to know a general rating, I think I'll put that first, one way or the other. People tend to listen or watch ASMR for the sounds and content itself. So if somebody doesn't agree with my rating, they'll probably leave earlier than later. So I will say right away that both Fast ASMR and Frivolous Fox are probably both about a 9 in my mind. Frivolous Fox because a lot of her things are mouse sounds or like lo-fi kind of ASMR sounds, and those are some of my favorites. She doesn't do anything to. She doesn't do anything crazy. Like, she's very. Most of the time, she's pretty safe. Sometimes, you can catch her making some kind of inappropriate joke every now and again, which I think is just shows her genuineness, I guess. How genuine she is while making her videos, and her just human side. She's just being her while performing ASMR, so it's not like she's really out to impress or act. She's just being her, and she's got over 1 million subs doing it. Gotta be doing something right. So, good for her. Now, fast ASMR, similar kind of thing. I give her a 9. She has those old ASMR kind of deals of just like, I'd say even older, like Frivi. She does the lo-fi original sounds of taking just a mic from your phone or a mic from headphones and using them that way, or softly singing, humming, tapping, maybe some affirmations. She actually has quite a few affirmations videos, and just a lot of kind of old school stuff, but also the mouse sounds I consider newer because people were afraid to do them for the longest time, with fear that it was sounding sexual in nature, because the sounds didn't come along with a visual. So if you just heard the sounds, they sounded sexual, and people still think that's a thing just with whispering. So I even got that from some people who saw the Super Bowl commercial, how people were seeing this as sexual, even though there wasn't anything sexual about it, and there usually isn't. Although, in ASMR, I'm gonna take a little sidebar here. In ASMR, there have been people who take it to a sexual place, or have girlfriend, boyfriend role plays of cuddling or whatever the case may be in that respect. And those aren't inherently sexual. I would say that those are intimate, absolutely. And some people are just lonely in their day-to-day. So I think there is a place for those. And there is also a place for sexual ASMR, or not safe for work ASMR, but not on YouTube. So just because of their guidelines and what they aim to be, an advertiser friendly platform. I wouldn't even say family friendly. However, Frivi does not do anything sexual, nor does fast ASMR. However, they both do have their times of, like I said, inappropriate jokes, just being human. And I think the more genuine you are on YouTube, the more recognition that you get, which I may make a section of Mitch's mic on that. We'll see if the typing comes up. I should move the mics closer to my keyboard. Yeah. So, Furry kind of takes that. I think I was talking about fast ASMR the last before I got on my soapbox. But like I said, this is going to be more of a rambling, and then the non-bias will probably be at the end. So I'll give personal, talk, and then non-bias. I had a really bad cough, so my voice is probably going to crack every so often during this. I apologize. I'm going to try to not edit this as much as possible, so I only sit here for about an hour. And we'll see how it goes. This is going to be a little bit of an experiment, see my endurance for this kind of content. And we'll see how it goes. So, both parties are very self-aware of what they do, what they're doing. Fast ASMR typically does fast tapping and other traditional ASMR type sounds. Neither of them really do role plays or anything out of the traditional ASMR stuff. They do every so often try something a little different, but I feel that they are both stronger just sticking to their guns and doing what they know best. As much as I would love to see them both try and do different things and maybe develop new strengths, the strengths that they do have are what got them to their points, and I hope they keep doing it as well as trying new things. And another quick little soapbox. I think constructive feedback is extremely important, and if there is something that you, the listener, wants or wants to see, feel free to tell me in whatever medium you want. I want to make content that people enjoy, which is why I'm doing this in the first place, but also just to see where this channel and this wild west of the internet can take me. So, anyway. For the longest time, fast ASMR did not show her face. Well, I should say she showed roughly half nose down. Uh, she's been making videos for about 5 years now, I think. I think so. I think our first video was in March 2013. So she going on 6 years now? Something like that. And she's been doing about the same thing for 5 years and only getting better at it. She has 400,000 subscribers and God, how many videos? Does it not say? It should somewhere, right? 590 videos. Now let's see how many Frivi has. Because I don't remember. Frivolous. Always spell her name wrong. 310 videos. She hasn't been doing it as long, but when was her first video? Let me see. Date added, oldest, 2 years ago. Yeah, it looks like she waited to, maybe she had another channel? I'm not sure. She had the 3DO pretty much since the beginning, and a Yeti. I don't know. I honestly don't know much about either of them as far as how long they've been around, what else they do, but I know their content in general enough to where I can talk about them. Again, just being around since before it was ASMR, I know that they both know what they're doing and they're both just genuinely into ASMR. Well, let's go with fast real quick. Yeah, so she used to just have her nose and mouth pretty much in the camera shot, which was kind of like Aurora Whispers. I don't know if she still makes videos. Should go back and review like her and Kiwi and some others. But once Aurora started making videos with her face in it, which was kind of unprecedented for the time, it seems like, I don't know if Fast ASMR kind of took that and was like, yeah, that's something I could do. But she just kind of started somewhat recently putting Fast ASMR I'm talking about. She pretty recently just started putting her full face in the camera. And people just started freaking out. And I believe she got a spike in viewership after that, which is funny to me because it makes me think that maybe having your face in the shot is not a bad thing. But we'll see. because I have a plan for a face reveal if I get enough viewers, patrons, we'll see. If I can do this for a living, then I will show my face, but I'll kind of say what my plan is if I can hit certain marks. Kind of getting ahead of myself a little bit, but these two, it's hard to say that Frivy deserves more at 1,000,000 subs, but I think it also means a lot to say that she does deserve more being at 1,000,000. And Fast also deserves more. I'm actually surprised she's not at 1,000,000. I've never checked her sub count before I sat down to do this. And also, I've tried to do this video about 3 or 4 times, but just haven't had the time to dedicate a full hour of sitting down and trying to crank this out. So this video might be just under an hour, because I think I'm going to sit here for an hour and 15 and see what I edit up, edit down, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. And we'll see where it goes. One question I do want to ask is, because everybody is different, would people rather want slow speaking and maybe heavy delivery in these reviews? Or would you rather more of a speed talk and something that's just more of a relaxed, neutral Mitch, just talking about these things? I think it'd be easy either way for me. Yeah. It doesn't matter. I think for the most part, I'm going to try to mix it up, do a little bit of both, and see where it takes me. Like I was saying before, I think Fast ASMR is very traditional. She has a lot of like the tapping, mic tests, textured triggers, just the longer videos, or just bombardments of sound assortments. And that's kind of her deal. If you go into her channel and you've never checked her out before, you will be not disappointed if you are an avid ASMR fan. Seeing that she has 400,000 subs, I could see if most people in the ASMR community have already heard of her, because it's only getting bigger and bigger, and it's really exciting for me, and I want to be here to see it grow, watch, and wait for it to become something. It's already on its way. That Michelob Ultra commercial is still blowing my mind that it happened. I wonder if, I think it's Zoe Kravitz. I said it in the video. I don't remember. But I wonder if she helped pitch the idea or if it was from somebody else, because she seemed very into it. Aside from acting somewhat, which I'm sure she was, but I don't know. I'm curious to see if she gets interviewed for it and what her responses are. I should make a note of that, actually. So let's do that. Also, anything or anyone that anybody is listening that they want me to look after or look at, watch a bunch of videos and kind of just ramble about, let me know. Oh, I don't know how or why I could forget, but Fast ASMR has her meme ASMR videos. She does a lot of themed videos on like what she's doing. She tends to keep a pattern to her videos as far as if you click into one, it probably has a theme of some sort. The probably most infamous ones for her are her meme ASMR videos, which are actually some of my favorites from her and other creators. Just to go in and see what she does. It is funny because she looks like somebody in my family, so part of the bias might be in there. It's like watching a family member do this stuff. It's not who I think it is because she's German. She's in Germany. The person I'm thinking of lived right down the road from me, so not all that long ago. Frivy, what do you got going on? Frivy does a lot of streams. She will, not only does she upload relentlessly, but she will do ASMR streams and then upload those to YouTube. This cough is getting ridiculous. This is going to take more editing than I'd like. That's okay. I'm trying something new, something different. Frivy is a weirdo in the best way possible. Again, she knows what she is. She knows what she does, and just kind of embraces that and runs with the weird. Anything she has done, she takes to the next step, the next level. Like taking mouse sounds and then upping the ante and doing things like what she calls tongue fluttering. Again, this stuff is going to sound sexual, and I cannot stress how it is not. How they are just relaxing sounds. I'm looking at her recent uploads. So, just as examples. And just little reminders, she wears a retainer. I'd have to say how Anthony Fantano is the internet's busiest music nerd. Frivy is probably maybe not the busiest ASMR nerd, but he has the best teeth in the game. She has the best teeth in the game as far as ASMR goes. Not saying her teeth are bad in general. She has the best teeth in the ASMR game. And those two could have a teeth off. But she wears a retainer and even taps on that. So any kind of mouse sound or weird variation of like putting this fluffy stuff on her mics and whatever she can do to make that, to just put that Frivy stamp on her videos, she will do. Also, a lot of just ramble videos, which I'm a huge fan of. Sometimes eating, but not really. If anything, it's more gum chewing. And she's just very real with her audience. She does little humming, singing videos, which always was a thing way back when it first started, like when people were figuring out whispering was nice to listen to. A lot of people would sing into the mic or hum in the background, and I will probably eventually do stuff like that too. I think I already have, and I don't know if I'll cut those out or not, because I can hear a reverb back in my mics because I'm listening to my own voice. So the humming just inherently sounds better, only because I'm not harmonizing with myself, but the echo and the reverb just kind of makes it sound better. And as much as I am and was a singer, I still don't think highly of my humming or singing. So maybe when I get more comfortable doing this, I will include that. Especially because a lot of the songs I listen to are dark in context. So maybe if I start listening to heavier music, but for now, nope. Frivy is like going back to a friend that you always enjoy seeing but don't talk to as much as you'd like. Except she posts all the time, so you get to see her. I love her style. The only thing is, if you are not into mouse sounds, most, or a lot of her videos, you will probably not enjoy, because that's a big thing she does. However, if you avoid those, which are half of her videos, but if you avoid those, she does have a plethora of content out there otherwise. So, just like Fast ASMR has a plethora of content, and honestly, more traditional ASMR And because of that, I would think she would have more of a subscriber base, but I guess not. You can't always call things. But I would say they are both equally good at what they do. However, Fast has more of a spread on her channel. So it's a really good dichotomy of the two. I tend to, if I watch one, I'm going to the other soon after, which was a big decision for me in making this video. Was I can talk about both in the same breath because I'm typically watching them at the same time. So it just naturally made sense to me to do this one. Also, they are both in, I believe, in different places. As far as, like, I think they both, I could be wrong on this. I could be very, very wrong on this one. Fast ASMR, I believe, is or goes to Germany and the US. I know she's German. She may be, and I think she is in Germany. Frivi, I'm not sure if she is Australian, but she does live in Australia and does come to the US. Now, I don't know if they jump back and forth, if one is primarily in the United States, or it's very cold in the room I'm recording in, so if it sounds like I'm shivering, I probably am. I'm gonna bundle up. There's nothing like putting on your second skin, at least in New York, aka your favorite hoodie, and just kind of hanging out. So I don't know if they are in their respective countries or if they are in the US primarily. I believe Frivi is usually in Australia. Fast ASMR? I'm not sure. I feel like she doesn't talk about it in the videos that I watch of hers. So I'm not sure. But I know she did a video with, is it GB? Gibi? It's GB, I think. ASMR. Who I should also review, but I should also actually watch her content. She's one of the bigger ones I haven't gotten around to, so that'll be cool to delve into because she seems very genuine as well and loving the ASMR community, so that'll be fun. I think just because my cough is coming back to me because I'm talking so much, I'm going to start to wrap this up. Otherwise, I will possibly be in pain, and I don't want to do that. So, Fast ASMR, honestly, because of the vast amount of traditional ASMR content, and she does have a slightly odd disposition to her. I will say non-biased, probably a 9.5. I say 9.5 because there's just, she posts pretty much every week, right? And I'm not saying she needs to post more. She does a lot. So there's usually a decent amount to her production. She is very genuine in what she does. The only thing is she plays it safe a lot of the time. She doesn't try and do anything that, she takes some risks, but most of the time she doesn't. Now, what's a risk in ASMR? I think she mainly stays in her comfort zone. If she gets out of that, I think, and tries newer stuff or weirder things, maybe, to try and diversify what she does, not only will she probably rake in more subs, but I think will become a better ASMR creator. But that is the only negative I can put on her. So I think a 9.5 for fast, unbiased is correct. Again, that's my opinion. And Frivy, as much as she is one of my all-time favorites, which, by the way, the past 4 creators counting this video are some of my all-time favorites. So whatever number I decide to give them is basically doesn't mean anything, because it's just a general gauge of how I feel. Trying to be somebody outside looking in, but I go back to these people all the time. Frivolous Fox, I, unbiased, would have to give probably an 8.5. Now, again, I say that because a lot of her content is similar or the same. For having 1 million subs, she's clearly doing something right, and an 8.5 probably feels weird to hear, especially saying she's one of my favorites. But looking at it from outside in, she does a lot of mouse sounds, which are not the most popular, but I believe the mouse sounds are some of the more dedicated listeners, only because a lot of people understand it. Some people might be in it for honestly, a sexual motivation, which is unfortunate, but also fortunate for her that she has people that are there and listening no matter what. No, what's it called? No publicity is bad publicity, I guess. She doesn't do anything sexual, but some people still may take things in ways that you don't intend to have them take. So, and that's just a theory. That's just my opinion. I don't know if any of that is real or true, but it's an inkling I have. One way or the other, she's one of my favorites. A lot of it's mouse sounds. I don't think she does enough traditional ASMR, and I would love to see that from her. Also, outside, kind of in the same vein of taking risks and getting out of the comfort zone, which she does do from time to time, but for me personally, it doesn't seem like enough. But it's hard to gauge that when she uploads like every other day. But with her doing streaming and all these other videos, it's hard to say that she's not a titan of ASMR, because she is. So I would love to see her do more and do a lot better. And it comes from a place of wanting to see ASMR creators just get better. So all the love in the world to these two. And I think that's it. So stay happy, stay healthy, drink plenty of water, which I need to do more of right now, and make good decisions, choices. Okay. Bye-bye.